CONCACAF, full of different tournaments that consist of different champions every time. Totally not just the US or Mexico involved in the final. No, sir. No, 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 no. Now, CONCACAF, with their amazing idea and from the depths of God, have unleashed a new tournament called the CONCACAF Nations League. Wait. Hey, Ross, didn't UEFA do that? Yeah, uh, it's a CONCACAF. Just say that CONCACAF made it. Like I just said, CONCACAF, with their amazing, brilliant idea and their original, decided to unleash a new league from the depths of heaven, the CONCACAF Nations League. Now, after a year-long postponement due to the coronavirus pandemic, the CONCACAF Nations League finals kick off this week, and there are plenty of storylines to keep track of ahead of Thursday's semifinals and Sunday's final in Denver? Denver. Denver, Colorado. I mean, you could have picked North America, and you picked Denver? Okay, anyways, yeah, now that the semifinals and finals are in Denver, apparently, I don't know why, it's time to review and look at the CONCACAF Nations League. So join me as I present to you the Haters Guide to the 2021. Man, I'm just gonna change it to 2021. That's really bothering me. 2021 CONCACAF Nations League. Yeah. Oh boy, this one's a big one. So what I'm going to do with the League B and C and A, I'm just going to go by really, really quickly because going in depth into all of these games would probably take me as long as 14 hours. So I'm just going to go quickly. And I'm only doing this because I don't want someone to comment, Jason, why didn't you do the group stages? Why didn't you do the leagues? So I'm just going to go through this really, really quickly. League C, Group A, Barbados ended first with 12 points. Cayman Islands with 12 points. Rest in peace, Cayman Islands. St. Martin in second with 9. U.S. Virgin Islands with third. Group B, we had the Bahamas with 10 points. Bonaire with 7. And the British Virgin Islands, with 0 points. Group C, Guatemala ended up in first, getting promoted to League B with 12 points. Puerto Rico with 6, ending in second. Anguilla with 0, ending in last. Group D, we had Guadeloupe with first and 12 points. Turks and Caicos ended with 6, and St. Martin ended in 0. Now we head to League B. Grenada ended in first with 14 points. French Guiana ended in second with 8. Then we have Belize, shout out to Belize, by the way, with 6 points. Come on, Belize, really? And the unlucky person who gets relegated to League C is St. Kitts and Nevis with 5 points. You're really, really close, Belize. Next, we have Group B. El Salvador, first place, ended up in 15th place. They qualified for the League A. Montserrat, I am so sorry for the pronunciation. They ended up in second with 8 points. Dominican Republic, third with 7 points. St. Lucia with 4th place, and they get relegated to League C as well. Group C, Jamaica ended in first with 16 points. I mean, are you even surprised? They literally make it to the semifinals and finals of the Gold Cup every single tournament year. Second place, we have Guyana with 10 points. Antigua and Barbuda with 9 points. And Aruba ended in 0 points. Oh, man. Now we have Group D, Suriname ended in first place with 13 points. St. Kitts and the Grenadines with 11. Nicaragua with 7. And Dominica with 3 points. Now we head over to League A. Group A, we have the United States with 9 points. Canada with also 9 points. Oh, man. Imagine getting this close. So close from qualifying for the Nations League semifinals. But goal differential exists, and it made you, not qualified. Then we have Cuba in third place, but it's Cuba. I mean, yeah, I really don't care about them. Yeah, they ended up in zero. Yeah, I think it's best if they get relegated to League B. Group B, we have Mexico. I mean, surprise? No. But they ended up having 12 points. Panama with 3 points. And Bermuda. I mean, I'm more surprised that Bermuda is in League A. I mean, come on. Guatemala had 10 goals against one of their games. Why couldn't they just be in here? Bermuda, I don't know why. And so many British islands, I swear. But anyways, Bermuda ended up with 3 points. Honduras, Group C. Honduras ended up with 10 points. Martin Key ended up with 3. Trinidad and Tobago ended up with 2 and get relegated to League B. Group D, Costa Rica ended with 6, Curacao with 5, and Haiti with 3. Now, that's all we have. I'm done. This is too much. Yeah, okay. Finally, we get to the real meets and not the leagues. That takes too long. All right, guys. Now, would you look at this? We're finally back home. Guys, it's been a pleasure going away for 30 months. It does kind of feel lonely, especially when you have 9 people living in a 4 bedroom house that is, I mean, roughly the same size as this room, also counting that as well. So it does feel a little lonely, but it does feel good to be back. It was a pleasure going away. I got a lot of things. I got this painting, which I only got it in the beginning of May, which was a long time ago, and I already forgot what it is. I'll put it in the back over here in the beginning of the video when I feel like it. Also got this flute and also a bracelet in case if I go missing in the Walmart, and the big one right here, the big daddy right here is the shirt. Like, look at this. You can buy this on it'sjason.com. Anyways, I'm gonna be talking about my prediction really quickly because I mean, predictions shouldn't be like an hour long. Let's be real. So, Mexico. So we have the U.S. versus Honduras. Now, right off the bat, before I go with my predictions, I'm going to say this: it's going to be Mexico versus USA. But these are going to be hard games for the U.S. and Mexico. So USA, look, don't get me wrong, but they have Ali, they have Lozano, they have some really good players that are in the Iberian Union's top leagues. You know, Ali or Ely with the Portuguese league, and then you have Lozano with Cadiz. So, yeah, don't just say off the bat with the U.S. because they have them young talents. Just because they have young talents, they need veterans. Okay, you know, young guys make mistakes. So, yeah, what I'm trying to say is, you can say the U.S., but don't count Honduras off because they can give a run for their money. So it's gonna be close. So I'm probably going to say 2-0, but maybe 1-0. I'm just gonna give 1-0 to US. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be close, really close. So I'm going to give it a 1-0. Now we do have Mexico versus Costa Rica. Now this one, I'm going to say it's going to be Mexico. Now I'm going to say Mexico because Costa Rica, they don't have Keylor Navas. They don't really have him, and he is really, really important to this group, especially how he keeps all the goals out in case of the defender makes a mistake. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough night for Costa Rica. But Costa Rica, they do have some attackers that, I guess, I don't know where they play at. Probably in the Byzantine Empire, Yugoslavia. But, I don't know. Who knows? Mexico don't have a number 9 still. I'm sorry, but whoever's the number 9, yeah, they're not good. But I will say this: maybe Costa Rica can have a chance and turn it upside down and shock the whole world. But I highly doubt it. So I'm going to give this to Mexico, and I'm going to give this 2-0. So match for third place will be Honduras, and the final will be another USA versus Mexico. Oh man, we sure do love those guys. Anyways, I've said my predictions. I'm going to give it to tomorrow where the game's happening. So see you later. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally that time. Hold up a second. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold up a second, guys. Looks a lot better now. But, like I just said, it's finally that time, and we have our semifinal results for the CONCACAF Nations League. And let's just jump right into it, which we have Honduras versus the U.S. Honduras playing very brightly and challenging the U.S., staying in their own half and capitalizing on the U.S.'s mistakes. Now, there were chances in the ninth. Now, there was a chance in the ninth minute by Reyna, but he misses. Pretty unlucky for him. Honestly, Honduras looked like a team filled with confidence with two big chances, especially the first one when Honduras was about to score and unironically hit Josh Sargent's. That, like, I feel bad for Honduras. And that looked to have continued all the way in the second half and with chance after chance. And also when the second half starts getting deep, you also notice that the Honduranios, I'm so Hondurans, but you notice that they start to throw their whole bodies, and by that you know they mean business. And then when it looked like it was going, when it looked like it was going to penalties, Sebastio, these pronunciations, man. Anyways, he scored in the 89th minute to give the U.S. head and send them to the finals. Now, it's not all rainbows and roses because, let's be real, I think the man of the match would probably be John Brooks because really he helped keep the goals away, and he really was a big part of the 98th minute goal. And just like that, physical A ends like that. I think the U.S. is going to have a tough time in the final, especially Berhalter. He's got to fix his little fiasco tactics in this game because Honduras in this game absolutely manipulated the U.S.'s tactical issues and their mistakes and created so many chances. Honestly, I thought that the Hondurans were going to win. And it's kind of funny because this U.S. team is filled with players that are in European big leagues, and they were getting pummeled by a national team, mostly of Honduran National Leagues players. I don't know. He's got to fix something quick because the next game is Mexico versus Costa Rica. Already off 20 minutes, Costa Rica have been struggling, and honestly, it's probably luck that we're saving Costa Rica. Herrera and Guardado pressing over with Linus and Lozano knocking in Costa Rica's door. Now, after 20 minutes, I will say this. Costa Rica did turn around, and they had a lot of chances, kept pressing forward. Like I said with the Honduras game, I felt like Costa Rica was really going to win into this. Was really about to score and maybe upset the Mexicans. But 90 minutes was over and it's 0-0. And like true CONCACAF fashion, because I don't know why they do this, there's no extra time. It just went straight to penalties. CONCACAF, you suck for doing that. I absolutely hate that. But anyways, I think Costa Rica did an amazing job in the true 90 minutes. The goalkeeper for Costa Rica absolutely filled the boots for Keylor Navas when he left because he's injured right now. And I think he was amazing in this game, and Costa Rica really did step up when Keylor Navas was gone. But that all kind of changed during the penalties. Acuna missed his goal, and that opened the gap for Costa Rica. But unfortunately, Duarte missed, and it was 1-1. Romo scores 4-3. Now it's up to Cruz to score. And unfortunately, how do I say this? He missed. So unlucky. I think the worst part about it is that He plays for FC Cincinnati. That's probably why he missed. So. Sorry, FC Cincinnati. The Pumas player, he scored, and Mexico move on to the finals. Are you even surprised? Anyways, that's all I have to say. I'm going to take the camera to Sunday. When's the match for third? I don't know. Probably not gonna watch it, but I'm here. I said what I've said. Now I'm gonna take the camera to OG soon for the match for third place and final. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have our results for the match for third place and finals. Let's just get started with the match for third place, because there are a lot of things we have to talk about. Anyways, match for third place, we had Costa Rica versus Honduras. 8th minute, Campbell scores to make it 1-0 to Costa Rica. And Costa Rica was just breaking down Honduras. But Honduras did pick up the pace and started looking dangerous, and Edwin Rodriguez levels it 1-1. But then Ellis, I still can't get the pronunciation. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyways, he turns the tables and for Honduras and take the 2-1 lead. But unfortunately, 5 minutes after the goal, Costa Rica makes it 2-2, and it went to finals. And unfortunately, when it was 4-4, Costa Rica misses again. Oh man, you feel bad for Costa Rica, but they missed. Honduras, they get the opportunity to score, and if they scored, they win, and they did, and they scored, and they win the match for third place. Congratulations, Honduras. Costa Rica, I mean, I kind of feel bad for them, but I mean, you did miss, so yeah, I mean, that's on you. But congratulations to both teams, but they played out with their hearts, especially in the semifinals. So yeah, now finally we have the big juicy meat. We have Mexico versus USA. Now, already in the first minute, well, a minute and 30 to be exact, Jesus Corona scores off a terrible giveaway in the back. Now, Moreno, he did score in the 20th minute, but unfortunately it was called offside. And after the call, Reina scores off a corner and ties it up in the 24th minute. Then Linus scores a goal, and the marking on him was absolutely terrible. I mean, no one was around him, and Linus was just free as space. I mean, I was kind of to go with Moreno. No one was literally marking him except for McKenzie, but McKenzie was behind him and a little far as well. So, yeah, terrible giveaway. But he scores. Linus scores and makes it 2-1. But then, when it seemed over, McKennie scores and makes it 2-2. And just like true CONCACAF fashion, you know, they don't have extra time in the semifinals, quarterfinals, but in the finals, hey guys, I guess we have overtime. But in the 114th minute, insane stuff happened. Insane, just like the refs. Actually, the refs were terrible tonight. Oh my goodness, the calls tonight, they were awful. Christian Pulisic is awarded a penalty because Sebastian Lletget fell, and I mean, it was chaos. Where do I even begin? I mean, Tata Martino got a red card because he really wanted to see the VAR. I think, in my opinion, should not be a red card. I think Tata Martino was unfair treatment. But anyways, the penalty is given. Christian Pulisic is given a penalty, and Tata Martino is out with a red card, and Harvey Lozano gets a yellow, and Christian Pulisic, he takes the penalty and scores and makes it 3-2 in the 114th minute. Oh man, true stuff as well. But that doesn't end there, because in the 119th minute or 20th, Mexico is given a penalty. It is reviewed by VAR, but it is given, and Guardado has this choice. He scores, they go to penalties. And I don't know, because Guardado misses it. Ethan Horova? Guardado, he takes the penalty and misses. Ethan saves the penalty. Absolutely, I mean, I'm surprised, I'm shocked, and I'm sure the Mexican fans are tonight. I mean, Guardado, a true Mexican veteran, misses a penalty. and it was a penalty so decisive. Oh man, it's quite astonishing to be honest. And after that, and after a long 10-minute stoppage time for the U.S. and both teams, the U.S. wins the first ever CONCACAF Nations League 3-2. And, I'm going to be honest with you, very deserving. What I saw with the Mexican fans today, especially when Christian Pulisic scored, uh, them throwing bottles, don't get me wrong, but Mexican fans, when they're salty, they really are salty. So, I don't know. Mexican fans were talking so much trash after the Honduras game, but came back to bite them, and unfortunately, the U.S. do win, 3-2. But I mean, I kind of feel for them because Guardado, he didn't take the advantage of it, and unfortunately, they don't make it. Now, we finally closed the chapter of the first ever CONCACAF Nations League. It was a fun one. I know it's the first one, but it was probably the best finals I've ever witnessed, and a true good rivalry of Mexico and USA I've experienced since a long time. So, congratulations to Mexico for putting out their work and just playing with their hearts, and also congratulations to the USA, specifically the young stars. That team, it was rough in the first game with Honduras, but now that they've won this game, they mean business and they send out a message to CONCACAF, if not the whole Western Hemisphere. So, yeah, now we have the Nations League over. Now we would have to see in the Gold Cup. It should be interesting. Oh, I can't wait for the finals in Vegas in August. So, that's it for me, guys. I gotta go now. See you guys. Like and subscribe, guys. See you guys in another episode. Yeah, guys. Yeah.